Hi everyone, I am Prajakta, a cybersecurity intern at CyberSapiens. Today, I am going to explain one of the most common and dangerous vulnerability in web application, which is SQL injection. But before we dive into the SQL injection, let's understand what is SQL actually is. SQL stands for the structured query language, which is used to talk to the database, kind of like how we talk to the person to ask for the information or give instructions. For example, we use the queries like select star from the users. That select star from the users give the all users details which are mentioned in the database in the form of tables. If we want to particular user user details, then we need to mention select his ID, name, place, email ID from user where ID is equal to 1, which gives the particular user's detail. And if we use delete from the user where ID is equal to 5, it will remove the details of the user whose ID is 5. Let's see what today's agenda is. What is SQL injection? How it works? What's the real impact? And the types, some practical demonstration, and prevention techniques. Let's see what is a SQL injection. SQL is also known as the SQLi, is a type of web security vulnerability where an attacker tricks an application into executing malicious SQL command. It happens when a website takes user input like username or password and directly places it into the database query without checking or cleaning it first. Let's say the application expects a username and password. Normally, the query look like this. Select star from users where username is equal to CyberSapiens and password is equal to 1234566. Anything you can put in the name of username and password. Since the but but if the attacker enters this as the username or uh, or one or equal to one and password as a blank, then condition since the condition is 1 equals to 1, which is always true. 1 equal to 1, which is always true, the attacker bypasses the login without knowing any password. This how the SQL injection happens, and their goal are mostly to bypass the authentication, extract the data, or even the delete data. Let's see how the SQL injection work. If fails to validate or sanitize user input, attacker insert malicious SQL code into the input field. SQL code is executed directly by the database. Here, here let's break down how it works step by step. First, the application has an input field like a login form. Login form. When the user enters the data, if that input isn't validated, it goes straight into the SQL query. The database execute it. The attackers can bypass the authentication, view the sanitized data per your personal info, yeah, or modify or delete the data. How it works? See, here is the workflow of the SQL injection attack. Hacker injects the malicious SQL query via input data. Malicious SQL query is validated and command executed by the database. Hackers type the SQL query of or the query, select star from the user where username is r or 1 equals to 1 and password this. That That query is validated and command executed by the database. Yeah, hence, the hacker is granted access to the view and alter records on the database. This is how the SQL injection attack works. Let's see some real impacts. SQL injection has caused some of the biggest data breach ever since. For example, in 2023, Resume Looters Group used SQL injection to hack more than 65 websites and leak over 2 million records. In 2025, a major vulnerability called CVE 2025-25-25-7 affected 48 devices. It was exploited through SQLi. Even big companies like Microsoft, Cisco, and 7-Eleven suffered data leaks due to the SQL injection flaws. These attacks prove that even a small insecure line of code can compromise millions of users. Let's see the types of SQL injection. There are mostly three types of SQL injection attacks, which is a in-band. First is in-band as SQL injection. Third is inferential SQL injection, and third is out of band SQL injection. Let's see the first one, the in-band SQL injection. It is the most common type of attack where the attacker uses the same communication channel to send the malicious query and receive the result. There are two main kinds, like error based SQL injection, which attacker triggers the database error that reveals the structure details. Second is union based SQL injection, where they use the union operator to combine data from the multiple tables and get it all in one response only. For example, a website shows a product list, and attacker adds a union query to show username and password below it. It will show all the username and password which are in the table in one go only. Second, inferential SQL injection, which is also known as a blind SQL injection. Here, the attacker doesn't see the actual data but learns information indirectly. And there are also two main kinds here. First is Boolean based SQL injection. The attacker changes the input to get a true or false result. For example, if one version of the page loads and another doesn't, they can guess the data bit by bit. And second is time based SQL injection. The attacker makes the database delay its response. If the page takes longer, then no, the condition is true. Third is out of band SQL injection. This SQL injection type is one of the rare. When the website doesn't return the direct response, the attacker tricks the database into sending the data somewhere else, like their own server, has it is mentioned that data is exfiltrated through a different communication channel due to restricted responses. So each type is different, but all have one thing in common: they exploit a poor input handling. Let's see some practical demonstration. We will go to the website of Testfire. Firstly, we'll go to the testfire.com.net. Then we will enter the password and username there. Here I will click on the sign in. Input the username as a CyberSapiens and as a password, anything you want. I tried to log in, but pop-up came that login failed. We are sorry, but this username or password not found in our system. Please try again. Now we will try. Now I will try injecting the SQL code instead of I will SQL code instead. I will type or 1 is equal to 1. See, by typing the or 1 equal to 1 and password also same, I got logged in into the site. These small changes tells the database if 1 equal to 1, then grant the access. This was that's exactly how SQL injection pass the authentication and give unauthorized access. See, entered the payload. I entered the payload as or 1 equal to 1 as username and password. Then I got login, means bypass the authentication without valid credential and gain unauthorized access to the user dashboard. Next, we will see the prevention techniques. How we can prevent the SQL injection. Now, the base part, how to protect your application from the SQL injection. There are several reliable defenses you can use together, like input validation and sanitization. Always validate what the user enters. For example, if a field expects an email, only allow the valid email patterns. Reject like a special character or a special character like quotes, semicolons. Use prepared statement or parameterized query. This is the most effective technique. Instead of combine the strings, you will tell the database where the data goes. Even if the attacker tries to inject the code, it returns as a plain text, not a part of the command. As mentioned, the prevent execution of the injected SQL by separating codes and data during the query constructions. It separates the code and data during the query construction. That is ORM frameworks like Hibernate, etc. This frameworks automatically uses the parameterized query internally, which reduce the manual SQL coding. And fourth is list privilege DB access. See here what it is said: limits database permission, or even if exploited attackers impact is minimized. What they say, what it says that give your application account only the permission if it's really needed, like read only instead of a full admin read only access instead of the giving the full admin access. Last is web application firewall, which detects and block the common SQL injection payloads before they reach to the applications. Things like airports. Think of it like airport security. There are multiple layers like ID check, then scanning, then guard. Each layer adds their own protection. This how can we prevent the SQL injection? Let's quick recap everything. SQL injection is dangerous but preventable. Always validate inputs and use secure coding practice. Practical knowledge is the key to detecting and fixing it. Real world cases highlight the importance of proactive defense. Regular security audits and updates are essential to stay protected. Here, SQL injection is vulnerability where attacker injects the malicious SQL into the queries. It can lead to login the bypass, data thief, or even the complete database deletion also. A real world example shows that this is one of the oldest yet but still dangerous vulnerability. Prevention is simple if we follow the best practices like validate input, use parameterized query, apply at the privilege principle, or use ORM frameworks with application firewall, whichever we have seen the last slides. So in the end, SQL injection is dangerous but 100% preventable also. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I'm Prajakta, cybersecurity intern at CyberSapiens. I hope this helped you understand not just what the SQL injection is, but why it is so important to protect against it. Thank you.